So today we're going to demonstrate how to do some ear cleaning, because obviously sometimes this is something that we'll recommend, and it can be quite hard to understand exactly what to do. So this is the lovely little Casper, and Casper has got an ongoing ear condition, which means that as well as having medicated ear drops, he also needs to have regular ear cleaning, which we're getting his lovely new owner to do. So the first thing is it's always best to have your dog or cat, particularly if it's a small dog. I mean, it's not going to be so easy for a larger dog, but a small dog or a cat to be up on a surface, and that just makes it a little bit easier with good lighting and obviously just no escape route, so make sure doors and things and windows are shut. And then it normally is much easier to have an assistant, so somebody to help hold. So I've got the lovely Jo today, who's one of our nurses, who's going to just secure Casper and make sure he's nice and safe and snug. So Jo, if you want to demonstrate just holding his shoulders. So what you can see here is that we've got forward to the floor, so Casper doesn't feel overly restrained and he's quite happy. Jo's just holding his shoulders and then using his forearms just to tuck around his body a little bit so he's nice and secure. Cleaning ears is a messy job, and with the ear cleaner, we've already dispensed this to Casper's dad, and we've asked him to bring this along back with him, but there are various cleaners that will be dispensed. And the difference with a cleaner and a medicated ear drop is a cleaner is something you're going to use for maintenance, and you often have to put a more generous amount in, so it can seem a little bit messy. So normally there is a little nozzle at the top that you twist, or there could be a cap that you take off. Obviously each bottle design is different. So I'm going to show you on Casper's ear on this side. So you can see Casper is a little bit head shy because he's had poorly ears. So we're just trying to do everything really gently. And if we look, we can see there is quite a lot of sort of dirt and debris within the ear there. What we're trying to do is fill the ear canal up so we're getting right down into the bottom. The ear canal is an L shape, so we have to put a generous amount in, so we will get a bit of spillage, and Casper will probably demonstrate that he'll do a head shake and won't be best pleased with us, but we'll try and do this as best as we can. I tend to have some cotton wool ready. We will sometimes use a bud, but we don't recommend for owners to use a bud because obviously we do know how far to go down. So I'm going to, just for illustrative purposes, just use the ball, which is what we're going to recommend you to do. So if we just take Casper's ear flap and just hold it gently, and then we're going to take the solution, we're going to pop the nozzle in the ear, and we're going to squeeze and squeeze and squeeze till we get some also running down. Then we know the ear canal is full. Now we're going to spend some time massaging the ear base. You can see Casper is quite itchy because he's had ongoing ear problems. So hopefully he's enjoying that rather than finding it an annoyance. Looks like he's quite enjoying that. And this is the important part and the bit not to rush. And the reason for this is because the products within the cleaning agent are degreasing agents, so they need a bit of time to kind of strip off some of that grease and wax. It's no good using just water because the debris in the ear is often waxy, so obviously water resistant. You can just see Casper's back legs go in a little bit as well there where he wants to have a good old scratch. So that's probably long enough to massage. Now be ready for a little bit of a soak in because sometimes they will frantically shake. And then all we're doing is we're getting the ball and we're wiping out the excess of what's floated up to the top. You can see Casper's back legs going. So I'm putting my finger in as far as it will go. Because the ear canal is narrow, it naturally acts as a blockage, so it's not going to go that far in at all, so we can be quite safe in doing that. And we can see that's what we're getting out. So we're just going to get a fresh ball. Sometimes you can repeat this process. We want to make sure we wipe some of the excess away. And again. And then what we're going to do then is repeat for the other side. And that's hopefully our little tutorial done, and that's been helpful for you.